We're going to be making Nomad's famous eggnog here at Nomad Bar in Manhattan. Eggnog is one of my favorite things to make for holiday parties because it helps me stay out from behind the bar and mingle with all my guests. It's actually really good if you make it a day or two beforehand. This eggnog's a little different. Obviously, it's got booze, as most eggnogs do. We also do a blend between scotch, bourbon, cognac, and rum. We're gonna take eggs, sugar, cream, milk, frangelico, scotch, bourbon, cognac, and rum, as well as 1 whole nutmeg. So we're gonna start by separating 6 eggs. Gonna put the yolks in one bowl and the whites in another. So now we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of sugar to the bowl that has the yolks. And you can do one of two things. Either you can mix it by hand with a whisk, or you could use a mixer or a hand mixer. You're just gonna beat these until they become what they call ribbons. So you're gonna see the egg yolk is gonna get a lot lighter. And when they say ribbons, it's when you basically grab the whisk or the mixer and you can actually fold it on itself and it looks like little ribbons. So if you see, it's a lot lighter in color and it sort of folds on itself. It's gonna be a lot thicker. And now we're gonna add 1 pint of cream. And you're gonna wanna whisk this in until it's really nice and thick. We're gonna add 1 quart of milk. Now when we turn this back on, you have to make sure you start at a low setting, otherwise you're gonna wear a little bit of the eggnog. We're gonna add 6 ounces each of cognac, rum and bourbon, and 4 ounces of scotch. It's not for one cocktail, it makes about 15. But if you actually just really like rum or really like whiskey, you could use 28 ounces of your favorite one. So eggnog can keep for up to 2 weeks because you're preserving the eggs and the cream with alcohol and with sugar. So you're just gonna incorporate all of the alcohol into here. We're gonna take 1 whole nutmeg and we're gonna grate that into the eggnog, and that's gonna give you a lot of that fun fall flavor. So now we're gonna take those egg whites and we're gonna add 1/4 cup of sugar, and then we're gonna add 2 ounces of frangelico. That's one of my little secrets because it actually gives it this great like hazelnut aromatic to the eggnog, which makes it quite tasty. And then you're gonna beat these either by hand or with your mixer. And you're gonna beat them till they're at really high peak. And what that means is basically till they get really fluffy and they get really stiff. So you can almost put a spoon in it and it'll stand straight up. And there you go. They're nice and fluffy and you could actually stand it straight up in there. All right, and now for the last part, we're gonna combine them together. So basically you're gonna fold some of the yolk and liquor mixture into the whites, and you're gonna whip it up a little bit just to make sure it integrates and you still keep some of that body. So finally, here's your eggnog. And real easy, just pour. And top with a little more nutmeg. And there you go. Happy holidays, your eggnog.